Why, hello there. How y'all doing? Hopefully you're all doing well. Welcome to Saturday. Hey, what's up, Adrian? Yeah, it's a topic that came up this week, and it's interesting. Oh, my music isn't even playing. One of these days, I promise I will start with the right music going. Yeah, I found this morning. It's so good. But how y'all doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. We got some super good music on tap for today. And I'm sleep deprived as usual. So, you know, we're gonna have a good day. I really like this music, by the way. This just hits the right notes. It's so good. But yeah, focus of the stream is going to be on some interesting topics, you know, related to the title, of course. It's my first one who's been this aggressive. Now, granted, you know, I have to put this in, you know, I have to put clarifying remarks around this because the site at which these comments were found, you know, is kind of where you would expect them. I didn't go looking for them. I actually had a friend who found them and showed them to me because his friend knew who I was and saw the comments and told him. So it's like a 3-person chain down. And they were worried that I was going to get upset about it, but the comment was actually kind of made my day, if I'm being honest. Now, yeah, we're going to get into it, but it's really interesting. It is very, very interesting at what happened with that whole comment. We're gonna vibe for a few minutes while we let anyone who wants to show up. Turn down the music just a little bit so I can actually hear myself think. But I hope you're having a good day. Hope we're all gonna continue to have a good day. I'm not gonna be streaming next week because I will be visiting family, which is exciting. It'll be my first time traveling outside the state in a while. And, you know, meeting up with family is always good. Gosh, I love this music. The music service I pay for occasionally just comes out with some really awesome stuff, and today is one of those days. So we're listening to this guy's new album, and it's the right level of happy and energetic for this morning. Oh yeah, we had some we actually had a lot of stuff go on this week, now that I think about it. This was the week that started off with the cover release. Wait, what's that this week? Hold on. I actually have to think about this now. This week has been kind of a blur. I'll be honest. It's a little different. Yeah, okay. So we started off on Sunday with the King cover, which, by the way, was super well received. Thanks a lot, guys. Really, really appreciate that. It's my most like to view ratio video by a lot. It has more likes than some of my videos with like thousands of views. So that was good. I'm really happy that everyone enjoyed that. And then we had the iOS video. Hey, look, Adrian, look, it's been a week. This week has been kind of crazy. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened, and it's kind of just been like a blur, I'll be honest. So there's a lot of stuff that went down. That's kind of what happens with me though, is like once 3 days have passed or so, it almost feels like a brand new week, especially since I kind of front loaded my videos this week. I've been trying to get into the habit of putting out one on Monday and putting out one on Thursday. But instead I put one out on Sunday and then one on Tuesday. And then I was actually going to put this one out on the one that I'm currently working on out this week, but decided, you know what, let's take the foot off the gas pedal just a little bit. You know, we do want to reserve some of our stamina. So we got a video coming out on Monday, we got another one coming out on Thursday, and then we're going to take a little bit of a break next week, partially because I'm going to be visiting family for the next weekend, but also because I want to, every time I've taken time to like explore what my content options are and just like think about what I'm doing and like what I can do better, what I can do that, and just let myself think for a little bit, it usually turns out really well. So we might not take that whole week off, but we might only put out one video that week. We'll see. I'm just planning on giving myself the time, and like if I get inspired and really want to make a video, I'm gonna make it. But I'm, you know, other than that, I'm just gonna let myself think about ideas and, you know, chill. I have lots of fun futuristic ideas that are like projects that would take multiple weeks and things like that. So obviously I can't just do those right now, but you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm just happy that we're kind of we're doing pretty good right now on good old YouTube channel. Let's see. We finally broke past our view wall that we've been at for like 2 months, which was nice. I was so consistent with views. It was crazy. Like every day was within 5. I might have been the most consistent person on the platform. It's crazy. But we finally pushed past that wall, which was awesome. We hit 1,000 subs. We've done a lot of stuff this month already. And hopefully that's just going to keep going up. We'll probably, you know, slow down when I don't upload for a week, but that's fine. You know, we can live with that. I'd rather have peace of mind and, you know, come back swinging than, you know, burn myself out in just a matter of a couple weeks. We'll see. We'll see. And then we got this whole shenanigans that I'm going to talk about today with, you know, the comment that I'm not going to show on stream because it's like a one-way ticket to getting demonetized. So, oh, it went off though. There we go. It went off my playlist for a second there. I went to the wrong playlist. Whoops. But yeah. Also probably do a slightly shorter stream today. So maybe not. I always say that and then I get wrapped up in talking about something for like 2 hours. So, you know, take what I say with a grain of salt. But I'm also going to go over a little bit over what the new video is going to be about, which again is going to come out on Monday. I thought about releasing it tomorrow, but I really want to get back on that schedule of Monday, Thursday, because that just works out better for me to have like all of Sunday to focus on one video and then the next couple days to focus on the next. So it's coming out on Monday. But it's all about commissions, about what you should kind of look for, what you should, you know, kind of expect when you're going through that process, best practices, things like that. It's a little bit longer. I think it's gonna end up being a little over 10 minutes, but it's good information. So, and it includes a guide that I didn't know existed until I started re-looking for models. And boy howdy, is this guide like the best thing that's ever been written. It's 50 pages written from the perspective of a live 2D rigger. And it's, oh my gosh, it's just packed full of awesome information. You know, what you should look for with artists, how artists should cut things. Like, it's like a technical guide on how to get a live 2D model, and it's so good. It's so good. So I'll be sharing that with the world, and that's just good. That's awesome. And then, you know, we got a new site that I don't know how many people are aware of yet. It's called vtuber.gg. It's a site dedicated to live 2D commissions. It actually is, so it's run by Iron Vertex. Hey, what's up, Mira? How you doing? But yeah, it's a site run by Iron Vertex for the live 2D community. It's freaking awesome. It's supposed to replace their Discord marketplace stuff, and it makes scouring through people to find models and rigging and all that stuff so much easier. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I hope it becomes the standard place to like dump all commission info for it, because seriously, looking through all that stuff would be so much easier on that site. Here, actually, I'll just show it off real quick, because this site's awesome. So this is vtuber.gg, also known as VTuber Market. So Mr. King himself. Yeah, did you like the cover, Mira? It was a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, so this is vtuber.gg. There's places for verified animators. You get to see like what everyone's offering, whether they do NSFW, like what kind of art they're doing, all this other stuff. It's so good. And I cannot wait to talk about this. Like I said, this video is coming out on Monday. It's going to cover this. I'm excited. Yeah, it was a lot of work, that's for sure. A lot of talking to people. It was probably my most ambitious project I've worked on this year, for sure. It took when did I start it? I think I started it back in August. Yeah, I started practicing, memorizing the song, learning all that. And then we got the artwork was actually the fastest part, but we got scammed in the middle of it. So we had to get it redone, and it still got done in time. And then the mixing actually wasn't supposed to even be done until the end of this month, but they had a client cancel, so they bumped me to the front because I guess I was one of the few people who pays on time. So I'll take it. So, you know, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. There's actually going to be I'm going to make a video about that too. Maybe next week, but if not next week, definitely the week after, about like everything I did and like how other people could do it as well, because it was a lot of work, but it actually wasn't too bad from like a logistics perspective. If you wanted to get like people who do it, you just didn't know that you could hit notes that high. Are there really any that high of notes? I guess there are some high notes, but I don't know. I didn't feel like any of them were too high. I did sing it in a much lower register, so. Oh, some of the harmonies might have been like really, really high notes, but I didn't actually sing the harmonies. That was all done through program and stuff, which, by the way, audio mixers are freaking wizards. They're crazy. They can do so much stuff. And surprisingly, not that expensive. I honestly thought that that was going to be expensive, but I ended up like pre-tip for these guys. I think it was around 30-40 bucks, which for what they did is awesome. So I'll take that any day. And then of course, you know, I tipped them and all that, but overall that whole video cost me a lot of money, but it was worth it. You know, I have that out in the world. I got an awesome mouse pad out of it that is being difficult to sell, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend everyone try out a project like that. It was a lot of fun, a lot of work, and I'm just happy it went over well. So, oh, I just popped like 10 things in my neck. But that was good. All right, well, it's almost time for our guest appearance to make themselves known. Oops, but that is not what I meant. So, I'd like everyone to say hello to my guest star for today. You know, Mr. Leach is just gonna chill over here. He has a purpose on the stream, I promise. Yeah, feel free to hit me on Mira. Like I said, it was easier than you would expect. It was just intimidating because I didn't know what I was doing. And I can also give you tips on how to record your audio because they're very specific about that. I found that out. But yeah, so yeah, Mr. Leach is he's just gonna chill here. He has a purpose. This is related to the comment that I found. You might be able to guess what I was called. Oh gosh, it was really interesting. Current thing I'm working on is getting a proper mic / plus mic arm plus headphone setup. Yeah, I actually need to get a headset because the left ear on my Logitech has been going out for a while and I haven't bothered to replace it yet. But I can recommend a really good mic arm that's been in use for how long have I been using this thing? Little over a year and a half now. And it's worked like a champ. It's not going anywhere. But if you want a good mic, dude, I kind of wish I had the Elgato Wave like back when I started, because I wouldn't have upgraded to what I have now. The Elgato Wave is kind of crazy, at least from everything I've seen and heard. So I like that there's a lot more options for setups these days. Oh yeah, the Leech gets, hold on, sorry, it is important that Leech be in frame here. All right, Leech, you're just gonna chill right there. Wait, hold on. There we go. All right, the Leech has been placed correctly. Oh gosh. So I haven't decided if I want to pull the trigger on this, but we might be getting another model here in just a little bit based off of this conversation. I kind of really want to do it, but the responsible portion of my brain is like, no, you should not do this. This is not where your first YouTube paycheck should be going. And I'm like, but I wanna, it'd be so funny, but I probably shouldn't do it. So all right, let's just launch into this. You know, this my first real hater. So I actually don't think he was even targeting me. I think I just happened to be the one that popped to his brain, which I thought was funny. All right, let's turn the music down ever so slightly. There we go. Now I can actually hear myself think. So earlier this week on a good old site, which shall remain unnamed, I had the wonderful experience of being shown an interesting comment that was talking about me and what would happen if I was one of the people who got into Niji Sanji. Needless to say, it involved them doing something terrible to themselves and calling me, and I quote, a damned leech. And I know exactly why they did it too. So that was something that happened on Tuesday. I didn't find out about it until Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Yes, Thursday. I know my days of the week, I promise. But honestly, upon hearing this, it made me maybe I'm a terrible person, but it like made me happy. Oh gosh, I had a very weird reaction to like this first person who really just didn't like me. And I think it's because they didn't like me for the type of content I made rather than the quality of the content I made. Because you get I have two very different reactions to that. So in this case, they didn't like that I made the Niji Sanji videos that I did, you know, the ones where I try and break down like, should you apply, like interview tips, because I've been on the interviewer side many times. And then there was the one where I literally just answered people's questions because they asked me them over and over again. But you know, that's fine. I don't mind answering questions. But I think they were just upset that I had made 3 videos in the span of a week. Yeah, about a week. I think it was a week and a half maybe, where I just sat down and I just fired through Niji Sanji videos. It was crazy. And somehow I didn't repeat myself in any of the videos. That was the weirdest portion to me, is like I actually managed to put out 3 videos that had different answers to everything. I'm like, huh, maybe this is how people talk about the same thing over and over and over. They just find like something new to talk about all the time. So yeah, he did not like those of us who do videos about, you know, various corporate auditions, and I happen to be the name that stuck, which made me really happy. So I'm like, you know me. I live rent free in your head. Join me in the dark side. Oh, it was funny. But then, you know, there's that. So this guy, I mean, I found out later through his comments that he's like underage, so he's definitely a kid. You know, it's whatever. I wasn't actually upset by any of this. It was, like I said, kind of more amusing, but it was a good it just really got me thinking. Hey, what's up, Lee? No, you specifically, Lee, you have to join me. You don't have a choice. Like, I'm not giving you the choice. You joined me. But then I want to contrast like that super extreme hate example from like some mild criticism I got on another video. Because what's funny is I don't think that haters, like, I'm sure if I got haters in a large enough quantity, it would be a very large mental burden. I'm not going to try and, you know, defend that, right? But, you know, for the most part, if people just don't like you because of what you make, it's, to me, at least, it's whatever. because if they don't actually, I had one. I found one this week who called me a, and I quote, a damned leech. That's why there's a leech on my head. And it's from a drama site, right? So like, we're taking this all with a grain of salt, but it got me thinking, and I thought that this would be a good video. So, or stream. Maybe I'll also make it and do a video later. I don't know. But it's because, you know, like I said, they didn't like that I made so many videos about the Niji Sanji auditions, and they didn't like all the other people were like, here's how to pass the auditions. I'm like, well, you can find us annoying, but you know, it is good information still. But you know, it is what it is. But that just kind of got me thinking, like, you know, what do you do when someone is actively, you know, headhunting you? And to me, it almost feels like a rite of passage, because if you can get someone to care that much, like, against you, the reverse is almost true, you know? If you're polarizing, it tends to go in both ways. You don't just get people who hate you, you also kind of get the diehard fans who defend you, you know? Like, if you're so unnoticeable that no one ever says anything about you, you're kind of in trouble. But you know, it's just two ends of the scale. Like, the more you get liked, the more you're gonna get disliked. That's kind of how things work, is people become polarized. Just how it is. Fear. I actually do. So the way I personally deal with haters, if they have anything really useful to say in their, like, what they say, I will look at it, because it's good to people who are being very negative about you. It's because they care one way or the other, you know? Nobody has anything to say about you. Oh, people have plenty to say about you, Mira. I mean, you definitely do better than I do on Twitter. That's for dang sure. Probably because you care a lot more about Twitter than I do. But yeah, like you said, Lise, there's always going to be people who hate you for different reasons. Hey, what's up, Al Comics? Welcome. How you doing? But yeah, so like, the longer you do this, the more you're going to find people who do and don't like you, you know? And I think the only part that really kind of sucks is when it's a lot harder to see the good when you got a lot of people disliking you. Hey, what's up, Suarez? How you doing? It's going pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, Mir. It's like kind of exciting, because it means someone cares enough about, like, you that I don't know, because like I said, the more people dislike you, the more someone has to like you. Like, unless you're just a truly terrible person, then, you know, I can't imagine. You know, one day I aspire to live rent free in head. Yeah, I mean, I live rent free in this guy's head. YouTube just suggested your Niji Sanji. Good. YouTube, bring people to the dark side. I want them. Make them join my stream. Make them watch my Niji Sanji videos. You feel this? For some reason, the world likes to make sure you're hated. Well, one thing that I think is really important to look at is like why people you know, a lot of the times haters are very emotional. They don't really have like a good reason other than like you happen to annoy them slightly. And so they say terrible things about you. You're going to subscribe. This dude's funny. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. They will see Nishi Sanji videos on their cereal.
They will never escape. I will always be watching.
I'm so happy that I got my little zoom in buttons working. I really like it. They were way easier to set up than I thought they would be. So, you know, here we are. But kind of going back to the original point, haters do in their own rights have some merits for like looking at yourself through a lens. Like in this case, they happen to call out my my Niji Sanji stuff, and to me that was like, oh, okay, so people are seeing it. It might be annoying sometimes, but you know, people are seeing it, and that was nice to hear. I'll make a video called Unlocking Sands in Deltarune, and everyone downvotes and flame when someone else does it. Everyone likes and comments. Unfortunately, stuff like that is like kind of clickbaity, and something I've personally learned with clickbait is people people either really like it or really hate it, and there doesn't seem to be a really good in between for like what triggers that. Hey, I really appreciate your VTube setup videos. Really helped me with setup. Hey, I'm glad it helped. VTube Studio is kind of my my main program. It's the one program that there's a 50% chance in every video you'll hear me mention it in some way, shape, or form. I love it. It's so good. The thing, what I think is actually more dangerous than haters are the criticizers, like the people who actually have legitimate things to say about your videos, because those are people I actually really have a hard time with. When people genuinely criticize me, the leech has been here for a while. I'm just embracing what I've been called. I'm a leech. Didn't you hear? You know, I'm a leech. So, you know, I thought I'd play the part. I was going to go way more overboard on this. Redeemed meow time. Well, I might swap to the cat model here in a little bit. Aren't I going to pass out from blood loss? Nah, man, I'm one with the leech, and the leech is one with me. VT Chaos isn't active right now, Mira. It's currently broken because I was trying to add Twitch like subscribers and followers and all that stuff. So it's just not turned on. I can do it for my own stream, but I can't do it for anyone else's. Not yet. I'm also working on YouTube memberships and stuff like that too. So, you don't like critic channels too much? Well, I'm not really talking about like the channels. No. To recap, someone called me a leech because I made a lot of videos about one topic. And said some very strong words about what they would do if I got into a certain VTuber group. So, you know, that was just that. But actual critique, that's something that I have a hard time with, is when people genuinely, even if it's good natured, like tell it to me straight, like, hey, this is not that great. You need to fix this. Now, what I'm going to have to, you know, mentally prepare for is the guy who doesn't like me and then systematically tells me everything I'm doing wrong. So that's going to be a rough one to deal with. But I think the best thing you can do in that situation is really look at the criticism and see what of it you can apply and what you can and should apply. So just like on a more lighthearted example, my sister, who I love dearly, kind of like, we were just kind of talking one day. Yeah, I have a cat model. Do you know what? We'll swap to him for a little bit. Why not? This is not quite the music I was expecting today. Let's go back to happy, chill music. There. So here's your cat. But yeah, so I was having a conversation with my sister. She kind of was I love her to death, but man, is she blunt. She's blunter than I am sometimes. Meow meow. She kind of just told me straight to my face. She's like, your thumbnails kind of suck. Oh gosh. And then she proceeded to tell me why they suck. Good stuff. I definitely changed up my thumbnails since then. No, but that's the thing, is she was right. You know, my thumbnails were pretty, even as recent as like a month ago, 2 months ago. When did I start changing up my thumbnails? Yeah, about 2 months ago. So yeah, about 2 months ago, like my thumbnails were pretty bland. Like I still don't think they're like super good, but they've definitely gotten a lot better because I focused on them a lot more, you know? And some of the more recent thumbnails I actually think are awesome. You know, I'm like, yes, I nailed what I was going for with this. And so it just, you know, it made me realize that it did hurt to hear at the time. But again, she was doing it in a good natured way. If someone else came in and was like, hey, your editing skills kind of suck, like here's why, I would look at that and see like, what information can you take from that? Because I think even with haters, usually they dislike you because they care about like your stuff so much, whether that's positive or negative. There are things almost all the time when someone's talking to you that you can pull good bits of information from. And that's kind of important, is even when someone's being negative towards you and like hostile, you can still pull good information from that. My only advice would be to follow a format of the ones that look amazing. I wouldn't say they look bad, but consistency makes the feed look good. Yeah, I was pretty consistent for a long time, but I also don't think people really look the purple borders. I did like the purple borders, but I kind of came to realize that when I was doing new stuff, it didn't quite fit as well with the stuff I was going for. But who knows, maybe we'll go back to adding a border one day when I get a more fleshed out feel. These days I've kind of just been trying a lot of different methods and seeing which one sticks, and I change out my thumbnails a lot now, like all the time. So for me, your thumbnails look pretty clean. Yeah, that's the thing. I've actually made a conscious effort to try and include less text on all my thumbnails, because that used to be my go-to, right? Is like, if I'm just looking back here, on a lot of thumbnails I had text all over the time, like all over the place. And now I really only include text if it's like, if it feels warranted, you know, like the V Shoujo XU, obviously that was good inclusion. Free on the everything is free video, or the complete guide to VTubing video. Those are all good examples of like text that's good. But for other times, I feel like I had to get more into the mode of show not tell, you know, because if you can look at a picture and know what the video is about, that's way better than you having to read text, you know. And I firmly believe that. But yeah, Al, it is good to hear it from a family member, though. Criticism and stuff in general it's good to hear if you can trust the person behind you, like the person who's telling it to you. Because, you know, if someone just says, hey, your editing sucks, here's why, I mean, you don't know me. You don't know what my skill set is. Like, who says I get to tell you that your video sucks, you know? But like, I just always think there's a mode of truth in almost every bit of hate, every bit of criticism you get. And it's, if you can take that and make your stuff better because of it, you're going to do fine. And that's kind of how I view this. Is in this particular case, the guy called me a leech because I made a lot of Niji Sanji videos. And that is actually exactly what I wanted. Like, if you search for Niji Sanji information and I am the first result every time, I did it. Like, that was my goal, you know? I became #1 on that search. Come at me. I accomplished my goal. I'm sorry. Suffering from success over here. A lot of it has to do, I guess, with also my mentality of how I view YouTube. Like, if you guys ever sat down in a casual conversation with me, you would probably say I sound a little cutthroat, because I kind of am. I very much treat YouTube as a business. I look at everything business mindedly, right? Like, because I want to be able to do this as a job. All of my content is focused around one central idea, but I still have to put that through the lens of like, if I want to do this as a full-time job, there are things I have to do. You know, there are ways that can be utilized and stuff like that. Like, my main central idea behind all of my content is it's always something I wish I had knew, like I had learned before I made the video. Like knowing about Live 2D stuff, which is coming out on Monday. Like, that's all stuff I wish I would have known. Like all the VTube Studio stuff, like that's definitely stuff I wish, you know, there'd been videos about and things like that. So all of it is like, it's all based around this central idea. But with that in mind, you know, if I occasionally chase, you know, trending stuff, like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I hope that's not really a surprise to anyone. If it is, I'm sorry. I'm a sellout. I have no shame. If and when a sponsor approaches me, as long as it's not like a shady one, I will take it. You know, stuff like that. Like, that's happening. You know, I hope that's not a surprise to anyone. But how did I make the cat model? I did not make the cat model. I can show you who made the cat model, but she's not currently making more models at the moment. My model was made by this lovely person, Mythic Sites. You want to see some Raid Shadow Legends? So, yeah, Mythic Sites made my model. She actually also made a few of my good friends' models. But she's done some good stuff. There, we'll put it up there. Boom. Evil cat saying evil stuff with a cute cat appearance. I mean, you know. I just think that like there's two people who do content creation. There are those that view it as a business and understand that, like, so let's just have a real talk, you know? The amount of people that can do this as a job is amazingly low. You know, like the amount of people who actually get paid, like, can make this your job are minuscule. There's so few people. Like, in order for you to really get, like, for you to gain traction and stuff, you have to do what no one else will. You have to be a little cutthroat. You have to be almost sociopathic sometimes. Like, you have to push yourself to limits that no one else will, because if you don't, someone else will. that's just entertainment, you know? Or like you're fighting for people's attention in an increasingly fiercer market. You know, like let's take a few people that, one person I'm starting to become more friends with, VTuber Senpai, and another person, CFire and Fofamit. So there's us four are all in the VTube education sphere, right? We're all doing similar-ish stuff. Like, we're all fighting for the same pool of viewers. And, you know, that it's just the truth, you know? Like, a perfect example of this. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to show this off. Like, this is a great example. Like, this is why you have to have a different mentality when you try and go and do this stuff. Because, like, we're going to take this week as a perfect example. So last week, VTuber Senpai put out a video about how to VTube on mobile, a video I was already also working on. And when I saw it, I was like, I'm not going to just stop mine. So I made mine anyways. But because he beat me to the punch, like, let's look at the difference here. And by the way, this is not me being upset at VTuber Senpai. Don't take it that way, please. This is just to prove a point. Like, this is what YouTube is. So there's his video. Here's mine. They're covering almost identical topics, you know? Since he beat me to the punch, his video is getting like 100 views, 100 plus views a day. Mine's getting like 30. Why? Because he was first. Like, that's YouTube. Now, on the reverse side, if we do V Shoujo auditions, here I am, and here he is. Both videos were not that far apart, but I am number one. So, like, this is the kind of stuff that, like, can really mess with you on YouTube. If you have an idea, you can't really afford to be nice about it. You know, it's like, it's why all the news channels scramble to put out stuff as fast as they can. Is like, when you have a good idea, you have to be first, because first mover advantage is so insane. Like, the ultimate example is actually Fia. Her video, how to become a VTuber, is not anything crazy. I love Fia, but like, her video is not, it's not particularly well put together. It's not like super high quality. It's a pretty standard video, except for that she was first. And because she's first, she gets 1 million views and the next guy gets 160,000, you know? So stuff like that. Do I use SEO? Yeah, I try to. I'm getting better at it. And that's one of the reasons why I'm taking a break, not next week, but the week after, is because I really want to focus on learning better researching techniques and things like that. Because when you do research, one good video can outperform like 30 bad ones. And you know, I show off of my analytics enough, but you know what, why not? Let's just do it again. Let me swap over to oops. Okay. So here is what I'm talking about. One good video. So look at these top videos. This was the result of some good research, and it's crushing everything right now. VTube Studio, this was also the result of some good research. I knew VTube Studio was coming out on Steam. I saw an opportunity, I took it. Because there were other VTube Studio videos out, but I really focused on like, this just came out on Steam. That's why I focused so hard on it. This was another good example of like, just a dedicated video on how to use VTube Studio with, you know, OBS and stuff. Same with this reality video, same with this PNG video, same with this webcam video. Like all my top 10 videos, with the exception of this one. This one's kind of weird. This one's an anomaly. They were all because I put in a lot of extra time to be like, what voids are being filled? Like the Kaleido face, that was posted on a Friday and I had a video out Saturday morning, and I was still a couple hours behind someone else. The only reason why I ended up taking up number one is I posted close enough to them and I had a bigger subscriber base. So my initial boost pushed it into first just barely. And then I took over number one. But a lot of this stuff is like this, you know, this all goes back into, you know, YouTube being a little bit more cutthroat. So and I think that's one of the reasons why like you do get haters and stuff. Kind of tying it back all in is you are playing a very competitive game, and the nature of competitiveness means that if you lose, you generally get upset. Like, unless this makes you happy that YouTube isn't really your focus. Well, I mean, it's a different game on Twitch. You're still competing. You're just not doing it in this method. You're doing it in a different one. This happens to be the one that this is the arena I would rather fight in. So because I am willing to do stuff, you know, like I'm willing to, if I hear about a good idea that's like, I think is really good, I am willing to stop whatever I'm doing, power through a video to get it out before you do. If I think it's that good of an idea and I can do it as good or better, I will try to cut you out. Like, maybe that makes me a terrible person, you know? But like, that's just kind of how I view YouTube. It's like, if you have a really good idea, you have to be the first one, because as long as you can do it justice, right? Like, I wouldn't like, you know, actually, here's a great example. So I know that VTuber Senpai, because we were talking last night, I know he's doing a video, or he's probably going to do a video on Gacha Life, which can be used for a bunch of PNG tuber stuff. I definitely could beat him to that punch, but that's also not something I don't intrinsically care about that side of the stuff as much, like the Gacha Life stuff. That's not something I could put out a good quality video on, so I won't. I don't like just try and undercut people for the sake of undercutting people, but like, you know, many of you probably don't know this, but the reason why I got into tutorials is because I did not like how everyone else was doing them and thought I could do them better. You know, there's the narcissistic Raelice coming out, but you know, that's why I started, is like, I wanted tutorials for me. I wanted my style of tutorials because that's how I learn. Like, I just want info dumps. I just want to go, get all the details out of the way, you know, so that you can Basically, so I'm not wasting your time, you're not wasting my time, like everyone's getting what they want, you know, we're in and out, boom, we're done. Oh shoot, I see what you mean. I'm doing a video on Gotcha Life X VTubers. Yeah, see, but that's like the kind of stuff is like, you know, if I genuinely thought that was a good idea, which it is, but like thought that I could do it justice, the video you see on Monday probably wouldn't be the one I did. It would be the other, it would be that, you know. I would just put my head down this weekend, power it out, and be number one, you know. But that's not a video that I'm like, that's on my radar, because I just don't, it's a good idea, but it's not one that I really want to do. And that's okay. Like that's the thing, is the reason why I'm telling you guys all of this stuff is it kind of feeds back into this loop, you know, of just stuff like this, you know. And I think it's a side of YouTube and streaming that people don't talk about as often, is like this is why you can feel so much pressure. This is why you can get haters. This, because like, think about it, you know, we'll use you as an example, Suarez. You would probably feel a little bit slighted if you mentioned an idea, I thought it was a great idea that you were working on, and I finished my video before you. You'd probably be a little upset. I mean, I know I was when the Senpai put out his video. I wasn't upset at him. I was like, dang it, I wasn't first, you know? Because I also don't hate people who like put out videos in the same sphere I do. Like, I don't know, maybe my viewpoint's all messed up, but like if someone's like, I did a VTube Studio tutorial, I wouldn't be like, but I already did mine, why would you do that? It's like, no, people are just gonna do it, you know. I don't really think that anyone has the right to an idea, you know. If you have the skills to execute something and you do it first, congratulations, you win, I guess. I don't know, maybe that's a callous way of thinking, but it just kind of is what it is, you know. It's just how it works. What's the thought if someone releases a video after yours and theirs pops off more than yours, despite objectively yours being better? Look, what does objectively being better mean? You know, maybe they have a more dedicated following. Maybe they have more sites that they posted it on. Maybe they have other followings elsewhere that they can funnel into it. Maybe the way they present themselves on screen is better, you know? Like there's a million factors. Just because someone pops off more than yours, like video quality is just one data point along many, you know? Maybe they used ads to boost theirs. Who knows? There's a lot of things that can happen. Maybe they just posted theirs at the right time, you know? Like that. I mean, that's happened. You know, I've posted a video around the same time as someone else's, and theirs popped off, and I thought mine was a lot better. But at the end of the day, like, I don't really think that there's anything you can do about that. So it's not something I really worry about. Is if that's your worry, like your focus should always be, what content can you make that's your best content? Because at the end of the day, people care about quality, and the only person you can compete against is really yourself. And that's really the only person you should compete against is yourself. Like, you can compare yourself to others to see how you're doing. I do that all the time. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking for improvement in my videos, I compare against myself, because I can't compare to, you know, AlphaRad or, you know, Linus Tech Tips or, you know, insert X big YouTuber, right? Like the situation's completely different. And even against like VTuber Senpai, you know, who's in my same field and who does things pretty similar to me, Like, I can't compare against him because our situations are completely different. Like, the only person you can compare against yourself is you. As long as you feel that you're making progress, you're making better and better content, but you also have a healthy respect of where you are in the world, you're gonna do okay. Like, I feel like I've gotten to the point where my editing skills are better than average. I would even dare to say that they're bordering on like novice level good. But I'm not an amazing editor. I'm not even a great editor. You know, I'm not a great YouTube maker, like a YouTube video maker. I'm not great at a lot of things. I kind of know my limits, and that's why I can continue to improve. Is like, okay, well, I didn't do this better. I need to do this better next video. I need to improve this. I need to improve that. Like, there's always something for me to improve, but I don't try and do it all at once. You know, that's how you really measure success. Is like, okay, well, this video, I synced up my timings a little bit better on like when I wanted sentences to transition, when I had better backdrops and all this other stuff. And like, that's how I gauge my performance, is like, did I do this right? And also when I'm looking at analytics later, it's like, okay, I really tried to keep up retention this video. Did I do it? And sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes the answer is no, and you have to reevaluate and look at what you did. But again, you're all comparing it against yourself, because at the end of the day, you are the only person that you can really measure against, because you know all the factors. You know everything that influenced what went into making a video or a stream. You're the only person in the world who can know that. So I don't know. That was a little tangent, but then posting first wouldn't be the end all be all. No. Okay. So you brought up an excellent point. For gaming and entertainment, it definitely helps. So, you know, here, let me, so first mover, you're a hater. Can you insult me? I would prefer if you didn't, but, you know, I also can't control what you do. But I mean, why would you want to insult a cat? You know, cats are beautiful. Cats are wonderful, you know? Let's see. Hold on. Which is it? This one? See, I'm adorable. How could you insult this? But to return to your point, Suarez, first mover advantage is just that. It's an advantage. You get a generic boost to your stuff from being first, but like at the end of the day, your quality still matters. So I only talk about first mover advantage in the sense of like, if you can make a good video, first mover advantage is awesome. If you're not great, like if you can't make good videos, then it doesn't actually do anything for you. Being first doesn't matter, you know? So you still have to have good quality, but that's, you know, if you're also first, that helps out a lot. Like, think Disguised Toast. Disguised Toast with Among Us. He was the first person to really crank out Among Us, like bigger YouTuber to crank out Among Us content. And because of that, he became the Among Us guy, you know? He was number one. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Is like, especially with like gaming or other spheres, being first definitely helps, but the focus of people's content is your personality. In the sphere that I am in, which is mostly informational based, being first is unbelievably gigantic, because people are searching for a topic, not a entertainer. You know, if you're searching for how to be a VTuber, you don't particularly care who's telling you how to do it. You know, like that, you don't care about the information. And also, Brokugun, what do you mean? I'm just a cat. I'm just, you know, being cute. We could also do the dancing. Aw, yeah. But yeah, that's just kind of what I'm talking about. And the other problem is, like, being first is also a good way to get haters. Because you might have beat their favorite content creator to the punch. So I don't know. It's just, this is kind of what I've been thinking about all week. There's a lot of stuff that goes into YouTube, and some of it is not as fun to deal with. I'll admit. But, you know, at the end of the day, the reason why I do this is because it fulfills. Why do I care so much about haters? Because I think in general, they have something good to learn from. Like, now, obviously, like the blind ragers, like whatever, you know, who cares? But, you know. Hello, dubstep. That was weird. Random dubstep in the fun and chill playlist. So no, I don't care about the haters that much. It's mostly just like, there's usually something that you can learn. And sometimes, like, if you're already in a bad mood, if you're already feeling down, like, it can be very demoralizing, you know? Like, if you're already thinking you're not doing great and then someone just gets in your face about it, that doesn't help, you know? You're just, it just hurts. So you just, if you know that, like, you can gain something from a hater, in my opinion, that helps you deal with it. If you can analyze what they said, and you might not be able to find anything useful, you know, like I said, if they're just blind raging at you, you know, maybe you can't find something useful. But other times, like in this case, when they called me a leech, it was kind of a validation. It's like, yes, I did so many videos on this topic that my name is the one that they could not forget. Oh, that zoom in doesn't work as well on the cat, but you know.
My name is the one that they will never forget. My name is the one that haunts them in the night.
So yeah. I need to use my audio mixer more often. You have to go insult other VTubers that are live right now. Hey, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Hopefully we see more of your nice insults around later. Have a good day, dude. Or gal, or whatever you are. Oh gosh. Yeah. I go on a lot of tangents when I'm live. I always try and like tell myself that I'm going to make these into usable videos later. But man, do I need scripts. If I don't have a script that I'm like reading from or following, my brain just goes everywhere. Just freaking everywhere. But you know, nothing too wrong with that. Although I do want to, I haven't decided if I'm actually pulling the trigger on this, but because of this whole, you know, someone calling me a leech incident, I have looked into. I've not paid for it yet, or talked about paying for it, but I really kind of wanted to make like a leech girl VTuber avatar and then just rig it myself and have it be like the super stereotypical, you know, like I mean, you guys probably know what I'd be going for here, but and then whenever I'm talking about something that like that, I could just use the leech avatar. I mean, what I think it'd be pretty funny, you know? But I couldn't do a cheap one. I'd have to pay like good money for the art. And that's not something I have a lot of. Thanks for the subscribe, by the way, Chikai. How you doing? I don't know if you're even on here. They might have just subscribed from a random video, but see, like, let me show you the concept I was going for. Oh, I have to be very, very careful with what I show here. Oh, you are here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Because if you try and Google this, you get some really weird results. So this was kind of the idea. Okay, hold on. I have to check and nope. Okay, we got to zoom in so that nothing else is shown. Okay, there we go. Now I can safely swap. Something like this. And then just when her mouth is open, just be absolutely horrifying. You know, like just the rows and rows of teeth. That was the idea. Oh gosh, I'm coughing. So yeah, this kind of idea. I was so amused by this. The problem is that, like, I mean, you guys know me. I don't like to do things halfway. If I did this, I'd have to get like really nice artwork done. I would probably try and learn the rigging myself. But because I've been trying to learn rigging recently as like a side project. But yeah. So that's the thing. I think it would be hilarious. Because that would, well, like how much is too much for a gag gift thing, or a gag, like a gag? Like, I'm not even getting paid by YouTube. I couldn't even pay for this with YouTube money. And even if I was getting paid right now, I'd get at most like $50 a month. You know, this would take many, many months to pay off with just YouTube, but it would be really funny. Like, it would be so funny. Oh gosh, I want to do it so bad, but I can't justify it. Maybe though, maybe if I find someone who can do it for like cheap. You know, but I wouldn't want it cheap. That's my problem. But you know, we'll just leave that in the we'll leave that on the back burner for now. I think it would be freaking hilarious, and I might do it. Who knows? It'd be like months down the road type of a thing. But I think it would be hilarious. So that is something possibly in the cards. I was so amused with that idea on Thursday, I think it was. That's when I started looking into it. I'm like, man, I want to do that so bad. Because, like, you know, there's the joke, right, of everyone's like, well, female avatars get more attention, but like that's also just kind of not me. But if it's for like an over the top, like hilarious model, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. If I went into it knowing that like this is the sellout model, yeah, I could do it. Might not even get used that much, but it would be so funny. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. There's a model of the leech. There is. Wonder if it would be a perfect thing to do for April Fool or Halloween. There's no way I could get this done by Halloween. Finding someone to make that by Halloween, not a chance. There's no way. It would be awesome though. There's a model of the leech girl on Twitter. There is? Really? I tried searching for it. I didn't, because I actually did try looking for it earlier. I'm not seeing it. If you legitimately found it, hop in the Discord and drop the link. Because I would love to see that. Like, I would genuinely like to see it. Because one thing so what's funny is I actually have a friend who's debuting right now. He found his model for like cheap because it was someone's old model, but it fits him so well. I was really hoping that there would be someone, but like Leech is like kind of a who wants to be a leech, you know? Like who actively wants to be a leech, you know? Outside of me, of course, you know. I want to be a leech. I mean, I am a leech, but I just feel like I could really be my true self if I became a leech VTuber, you know? I feel like I would finally meet everyone's expectations of myself, you know? I could shill relentlessly, I could clout chase, I could do all this other shenanigans and it'd be okay because I'd be literally a leech. No one could say anything. Guys, this might be the biggest business, like, big brain move ever. Oh gosh. I wonder if I could get my current model maker to make me art. She doesn't really do monster stuff. Actually, maybe she has. I'm looking through her past stuff. Just send the link on Discord. Yes, please do. I would love to see this. Digging the cat? Why, thank you. I also am digging my cat. If he was chilling on somewhere, I could slap him on screen like the actual cat that he's based off of. All right, let's see here. Oh, wow. Wait, she's like an actual... Wait, what? Oh, is she like an actual character? Is she from something? My cat's name is Carl. He's a good cat. Oi, Carl. Oh, hey, come here, buddy. Nope, are you just gonna chill over there? Nope, okay, he's not coming in. Yeah, he's just gonna chill there. Carl the cat. Okay, do you know what? We're gonna look at this together on stream because why not? After I get off of this sketchy DeviantArt page. Okay, there we go. So here we are. So is she from something? So this person just draws monster girls, I guess. Well, she has the whole thing. Wait, is she already established? Huh. Okay, interesting. Not something that I Wait, what? Guys, if she has this as a model somehow, I'm buying it. Like this is too good to not go for. But something tells me that, hold on, we're doing some investigative journalism here. Okay. Characters. Oh wow, this is an old character. Wow, this has been around for a while. 2 years, 6 months. Huh. So let's see. I'm curious. Oh, okay. So we're not going to go to the Patreon. I was kind of suspecting that. So let's see here. What does she do? Oh, she's closed anyways. Okay, well, we didn't have to get her stuff anyways. But that's super interesting. Well, we have learned about leech shenanigans. Real leech hours. Raelice. Oh gosh, that would be so good. I could just go by Raelice. Oh gosh. So yeah, that's on the cards. We might become a leech girl VTuber at some point, if and when, you know, I find someone who can do it that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. I'll have to talk to my current model maker. If she's done stuff like with tails and things, then she might be able to, because I would not mind working with her again. She was awesome. You know, she did some real nice stuff. I'm just scrolling through her Twitter profile right now. It looks like the most she's done is like animal ear. Well, I don't know. That person might have a tail. I don't think the hair would be too hard, right? No, okay, so this guy has a tail. Okay, yeah, so she could definitely do it. Yeah, she could do it. She could definitely do it. I don't know. I might have to message her because I know that her commissions are open right now. So can you imagine, like, you know, this level of model? We're gonna swap back to this. So imagine this level of model, but as a leech girl. Depends on if you want 2D or 3D. Oh yeah, I know that 2D is more complicated for sure. But see, my initial thoughts would be is I would just get just the artwork done, because I've been learning rigging, and so that's where a lot of the cost goes, is for like really good rigging. So if I could just get really nice artwork made for like 200-ish, 200-300, like really nice stuff done, then, hey, what's up, Vespa? How you doing? Then I could kind of rig it on my own time, because I have been learning how to do it, even though it mostly comes out horrifying, like terrifying. But you know, it is what it is. But that could be a lot of fun. Oh, that could be so much fun. That could be so much fun. Blender Unity? No, I would like Live 2D Cubism, like the actual Cubism program. I can show you. Oh wait, that's an editing window. Ignore that. That's the current video I'm working on. Let me swap you guys over to oh, I don't even have it open. 1 second. 1 second. I have to open up Cubism. Yeah. It's yelling at me that I don't have a license, but I do have a license. I specifically paid for a license. All right, so we're going to go to Cubism. There we go. So this was me playing around with my old model file. It's like a means to learning things. So I'm still very much learning, but it's been a lot of fun. Let's put me down here. Boom. So like stuff like this, I've been learning how to do. like I said, I just barely started learning how to like do keyframes and things like that. I don't know how to move things super well, but it's something that has been asked about a lot in a lot of my videos. And so I'm kind of taking it upon myself to learn how to do it. Oh, dude, this isn't cursed. If you want cursed, I have cursed. If you want cursed, I will show you cursed. This is cursed. As soon as I can find it. No, let's see, where is it? Hello? You'll trust me. You'll know. Where is it? Why is it not popping up? I don't want to just show my desktop. Is it? Give me 1 second. 1 second. I promise it'll be worth your time. Haha, there we go. Witness me. I can move the eye. This is what happens when you don't properly export textures. You get this. You get this abomination. But yeah, that's why I'm that's one of the reasons why I'm learning this. Is I feel like it's good for me to know, and if I know it, then I can teach people it, you know. But I do really want, you know, the Lich Girl or Leech Girl. I just think it would be hilarious. I think it would be so freaking funny. Oh, pop my neck again. So good. But we'll see. We'll kind of see. It really just depends on how much it's going to cost me to get it done. It might be like an April Fool's thing, you know, that far down the road. Well, you know, we'll see. We'll see. You never really know how long live 2D stuff is going to take. Some people get it done like really fast. Some people take months, you know. We'll see. We will see. A lot of it's going to depend on if Yaiba, who's my artist, if she can do it, I'm going to have her do it, because I know, I mean, it's going to look like this. I could even have her like make it in a similar-ish style. The real problem is like, I don't know what I'd want for like clothing and things. But freaking give me quite the job. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I really do end up doing it. But it's, you know, it will be good to learn regardless. So especially since I do kind of, I am trying to set myself up as an expert on live 2D stuff. So That just involves a lot of learning, which is honestly nice. I enjoy learning. Sometimes it's frustrating. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, but most of the time it's good. It's fun. And you always feel accomplished. Like at the end of the day, when you've learned a lot of stuff, you're like, yes, I am tired in a good way. My brain has absorbed things. I'm no longer a smooth brain. Oh gosh. Freaking nose. I gotta replace my air filters. I'm getting more crap in my nose these days. Ah. Good times. Good times. All righty. So I want to oh wait, can I not? Oh, I can't redirect. Do I play games? Not usually. Every once in a while I do, but we're mostly about information here. I might start doing it more on my second channel, which is Raelice Live, for those who want to look it up. But right now we're primarily focused on entertainment. If and when I could ever make this like a full-time job, I would definitely do a lot more streaming. But right now, videos just do so much better for me that it kind of feels irresponsible to focus on streams. I like these once a week, like informative. We talk stuff out, you know, maybe we do some crazy stuff, but for the most part, we're video based. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a stream while I'm chilling with family next week, though, because my grandma, who is the person we're going to be chilling with, she goes to bed really early, like really early. So who knows? Maybe I'll just chill up and set up in a corner of the house with my laptop and just do a casual stream then. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing next week, because I don't go to bed early. So I don't know. You might occasionally see me playing games, Owl, but it's not super common. I just don't feel like I provide as much entertainment as other people could while playing games. I'm more about information. That's just me, you know. I think I'm in my element more when I'm talking about stuff like this. So, you know, it works for me. I enjoy doing it. See, if you wanted to watch, you know, 130 live streams, I did used to be a game streamer. Oh. Ah. Chest, stop. Had something in my chest for like 3 weeks and it's driving me crazy. It's slowly gotten better over time, but it just doesn't go away. Whatever, it is what it is. This is a good stream. One of my better streams in Airball. I wouldn't be surprised. My cats are very hairy. I vacuum all the time and there's still hair everywhere. So isn't that right, Carl and Habanero? Yeah, I see you guys. I see you chilling off screen, dropping your hair everywhere, being too cute. They really are adorable. I love them. I love them so much. Carl face reveal. He's not coming in here. Every once in a while, I do have my webcam up. Actually, hold on. 1 second. Here, buddy. I'm gonna put you. I don't know. There. You're okay. Just chill. You're fine. No, you're okay. So. Yeah, there you go, buddy. All right, I'm plugging in the webcam. Here we go. All right, let's see here. That work? Oh, okay, cool. So now we need to. Hey, buddy. There you go. There's Carl. He's chilling on his little cardboard scratching thing that he just absolutely loves. Say hi to the nice peoples. Oh, also, I can show off the final version of the mouse pad I got. So for those that saw the King cover, check out this. This is the final version of the mouse pad. It looks pretty sweet. It actually looks good. Compared to the first one I got. The first sample I got was pretty bad. But they fixed all the stuff that I asked them to, so it looks awesome. I'm happy with it. Excuse me. I had to sneeze. Yeah, there's Carl. Right, buddy? Yep. Aren't you adorable? Yeah, you are. Let me see if I can get Habanero in here. Hey, Habanero, come here. Oh, okay. He's chilling. He's chilling. He is chilling. Yeah, I love my cats. My cats are awesome. I love them to death. They're so cute. Carl has been with me for over 1.5 years now. That's crazy to think about, actually. 1.5 years. He was not a happy camper when Habanero showed up, though. He did not like the kitten. That's for dang sure. But now Habanero and him are best friends. They chase each other over the apartment, and it's a good time. You know, it's a good time. And we're just vibing. Oh, headset's about to die. Headset, don't die on me. I'm still streaming. How dare you? Ah! Water bottle. The heck? Scan QR. Wait, what the freak did I just trigger? Hello? I just triggered like some sort of like QR code on YouTube somehow. That was weird. Yo, what's up? Axe of the Nun, what's up? How you doing? Yep, we got cats on the screen. Isn't that right, buddy? What? What are you looking at me for? He's just staring at me like he's disappointed. All right. You know what, buddy? Come here. I'm gonna give you a nice little pet on your head because you're good. Oh. Yeah, you're good, buddy. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. I'm doing good. We're doing good. It's been a good day. We've been chilling. Talked about a lot of stuff today. Talked about a potential new model. And it's, I don't know. It's just going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm sad that I can't use... We're going to be winding down stream here in just a little bit, and I'm sad that I can't redirect you guys to someone else right now. I thought that you could use live redirects to go to like other people's channels, but I guess you can only send people to your normal stuff, which is kind of weird. I thought that you could like send them to other places, but nope, apparently not. Oh, buddy, you're cleaning yourself. Gosh, I love my cat. I love my cats so much, guys. They're so good. I've become so much happier ever since I got like pets. Because like I grew up with cats all my life. But like when I finally got one myself, because I live by myself, having buddies is so good. Are you talking about Twitch? No, YouTube. I wanted to send... I have a friend who's showing off their new model, and I wanted to like send them to... Yeah, like a raid on Twitch. I thought you could do it on YouTube, but you can only send them to other pieces of your content. So like, if I wanted to, I could end the stream right now and you guys would all be forced to go to the video that I chose on my channel. That's something I could do, which is interesting. But that's not what I'm trying to do. So... Oh, they haven't started yet. But, yeah, I don't know. We're doing... One second. Got him on my nose one more time. There we go. Sorry. All right, so we're kind of winding down. We're usually my streams are usually about 2 hours like this, unless I'm, you know, doing a big old celebration, you know, stuff like that. But it was good. We had a lot of good talking points today. Today was a good stream. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It's always like a nice pick me up, you know, when stream goes really well. Maybe it'll be a new feature. Maybe, but I think they also don't want to like shuttle people off of the site. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I normally don't do this, but for whoever wants to, you should all go check out the link I'm about to post in the channel. They're a great friend of mine. They're just barely re-debuting today with a model that they are really, really excited about. And their model's cute, great, wonderful. Still gonna wait for Raelice to become a big time VTuber. Hey, don't you worry. I'm coming for it. You're looking at the future #1, baby. Whether that's confidence or arrogance, we'll see over time. But I'm gonna work to become that #1. I'm just glad that you guys, I'm mostly just happy with like the community we've been able to foster. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate you guys so much for just showing up. It's so good. And I don't know, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to move forward, and I'm excited for what the future holds. Might also try becoming a VTuber. Sadly, it's so hard. Well, it's not hard to get started, but it's hard to continue on. I will say that. I will definitely say that. But, you know, like I said, I appreciate all of you. I'm always happy when you guys show up. We're not going to have a stream next week because I will be on a plane actually right about now. Yeah, I think I will be on a plane this time next week. We'll have 2 videos coming out this upcoming week. We'll probably have a break the week after. Who knows? I mean, you guys know me. If I have an idea, you guys are going to see a video about it the next day. That's just, I mean, you guys know me. That's how I work. But we'll just kind of see how things play out. So I would invite you all to come check out Camille with me. I'm going to be chilling over there for a little while during their debut. Spamming them in the channel because I can. Tell them I said hi. You know, wish them a happy debut and all that. And that's where I'm going to be hanging out. We're going to go chill in their debut. I'm going to be working on more video stuff. I'm probably going to be talking to my modeler about making a leech girl because, you know, this is where I'm at in life. So oh gosh. Oh, and for those who haven't, you should really join the Discord. We have fun. I saw Al join, you know, but anyone else who's not in there, get in there. We have fun. Let's see if the command actually works. Oi, Streamlabs, you gonna do your thing? Yes, it worked. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, Camille's awesome. Camille's great. I would say they're probably one of my best streaming friends. So we kind of started around the same time. We've grown kind of in tandem. Like they get a lot more viewers, but I get, you know, more Discords. Yeah, I'll post the link in Discord. They actually did post in the self-promotion channel, by the way. As well. But yeah, I'll post in self-promo. Oh wait, not everyone has that. But I'll post it in random. Okay, there we go. Posted in there. I posted the link in the Discord in random, and I will see you all over there. So, thanks for dropping by, everyone. I really appreciate it. And tell Camila I said hi. Tell them I rated them. So I will see you all later. Bye-bye.